Hello everyone. So today I want to discuss a relationship method, like who decides how a relationship should be like and what is the best way to have a relationship. So when we kind of born and we grew up and we saw our parents how they're in a relationship, and then we see in movies how relationship should be like, and then we ask our friends how a relationship should be like. So if you live in the Western countries, relationships should be monogamous. You should be kind of dating, and there is some rules they need to follow, and then you get married and you stay in with one person for many years and grow children, and that's how it works. And sometimes people cheat and then they divorce. And you probably see the statistics that are not really showing that the relationship model that we have today, the monogamous relationship, is not really actually working. It doesn't mean that polyamorous relationship working better, because probably don't have enough information about it. But the point of this video is to actually discuss, wait a second, what is the best way to have a relationship? And how do we know that? So when we asking this question, like what is the best way to have a relationship, like romantic relationship, is probably you found this book, like this concept of 80-80, like there is some couple that, they've been in a good relationship and they written a book how the relationship should be like. And I'm not saying that what's there writing there is not correct, but the thing is that it's correct for them. And if you'll do the same thing, nobody promises you that it will work for you. And that's actually my point, that you've been taught to live under models of life and relationship that someone else created and it worked for someone else. But it doesn't mean that it will work for you. Really simple. So my point is it's called the concept that what I teach my couples that comes to me is that you are the one creating the rules of your relationship. And the first step, you must remove all the programming of what society tells you how a relationship should be like. Like what is the right amount to have sexual encounters, how many kids you should have, how you're supposed to and where you're supposed to live. This is something that up to you in an open, positive communication you should discuss and agree in the first place. Because you are a couple, not only you creating your own individual lives, but also you creating your own relationship, unique relationship, like same like these couples written a book about how the relationship worked. You need to create your own rules of how your relationship is going to work. So you as a couple decide the rules of the relationship, and everything that you're going to agree on, it's okay. If you agree on being monogamous, that's fine. If you agree not having children, that's fine. If you agree to have 10 children, that's also great. If you agree to have open relationship and have polyamory, that's also great. If you agree that you're not living together and live separately and meet just in the weekends, that's also great. As long as you agreed and you are happy and your lifestyle is working, this is also good and valid relationship. And also, if you decide not to take the institution of marriage or follow some religious ways of relationship, there are endless concepts and ways to have a relationship. You can maybe pick some concept from other models, but eventually, in the end, you're the one who need to decide how your relationship is going to look like. So like I said, first, remove all the society expectation and pressure how your relationship should be like, must be really connected and knowing yourself what works for you without being ashamed, because a lot of people are ashamed. They have different fantasies and different wants and needs that not align with this society concept, and then they hide it, and eventually they feel miserable and bad about it because their needs not met, and they can't show who they really are because they convince themselves it's not okay. So I'm telling you, it is okay, because it's real you. So your real you need to come up. Also, sometimes you don't want to show it to your partner because you think they might reject you or judge you. But the whole point of relationship that you can be completely yourself and be accepted who you are, with the negatives and the positives. This is actually the reason why you got in the relationship in the first place. Well, if you really want to be kind of happy, and when you come back to your partner, you kind of can be relaxed and open, and you don't need to play the game of, employment and earn money or whatever it is. You just come back home and you could be completely yourself. That's an amazing feeling. And you want to be completely open about your sexual desires, fantasies, on how you see your relationship should be like. Shouldn't hide. If you are hiding, so your partner don't know who you truly really are. And eventually you will live kind of in just a projection of who you are, and you will never know yourself. And that's how it's happened, that people live 10 years together and actually don't know each other at all. Try to avoid that. So that's why you need to be really sincere with your needs and your wants, and remove everything that says, oh, this to feel like this, or look at this and need this. It's not okay. This life is short, and eventually you want to have the best experience possible. And if it's agreed on both partners, or how many partners you will want to have, go for it. Don't restrain, don't restrict yourself, because you can't not answer your needs. Eventually you will need to answer them somehow. If not, you'll be frustrated. That's what I'm saying. Create your own rules for the relationship. Be honest and sincere with your wants and needs. And this is one of the biggest keys to long-term, happy and successful relationship. This honesty and creation of your own rules in the relationship.